$50,000 a year, and I can't see where my money is going. Welcome back to Mommy and Me Mondays. My name is Zachary.
And mine's DeSoda.
And we're here with a season 2 that you will never forget.
For real.
Myself and my mother went out. We listened to conversations about mothers and daughters and daughters and mothers and how to and what they want to fix in their relationships. And with that being said, we will give a recap on their situation, and I will say, hey, from a daughter's point of view, I would do this. And my mom would say,
hey, from a mom's point of view, I would do this.
So just to give a different feedback on the situation, and we want to get the discussion popping in the comments below. So with the first situation, this particular individual was diagnosed with MS, which is also known as
multiple sclerosis.
And they were devastated when they were diagnosed with this. They were in a hospital, still working. They have a child. From my understanding, she takes care of her child primarily by herself. Also, she went to her mother and her father and expressed to them after she was diagnosed that she was having thoughts of suicide. And I want to say, if anyone have any thoughts of suicide, please reach out to a counselor that can help you, or call a number that can assist you, because that is real, and we want to definitely get you some guidance that you need. And my friend told her parents that she was having thoughts of suicide after she was diagnosed, and they said, go ahead and do it. And that's not okay, but we're not judging in this situation, but that's what she was told. And she said, Ashley, my feelings was really hurt about that. And I said, well, I'm going to pray for you right now. And she said, Ashley, I make over $50,000 a year, and I can't see where my money is going because everyone is in my pocket. My parents are in my pocket. And she said, I understand that they didn't have the money, however, but not being able to put that money aside for my son and everything to that nature, that made the relationship hard as well. So parents depended on her, went to them when she was diagnosed and said, hey, I'm having thoughts of suicide. The parents said, go ahead and do it. Her mom reply was, what, you want someone to take care of your baby? And that particular person said, Ashley, I even moved on the west side of Detroit so I don't have to be bothered. I work as much as possible so I don't go to any family functions. Oh. And I said, wow, this is really deep. And I said, well, if this is how your relationship is with your mother, how's your mother relationship with her mother? She said, my mother was sick majority of her life, always in and out of hospitals because she had asthma. And I said, oh, and she said, my grandmother never took the time to give the nurture that my mother needed. And I said, oh, okay, so this is more generational. You know what I mean? What do you think about the generational things?
Oh, generation, it just varies. Because each generation is brought up differently.
Yes. So if her mom is around my mother's age, so her mom is more of a baby bloomer, therefore her grandmother is more a traditionalist, and my friend is more of millennial. So with that, that's like 3 generations of how to navigate and communication skills and everything like that. So to take it a step further, one weekend, this particular person was in the car. They did not have their son with them, and they said, Ashley, I was getting ready to end it all. I was getting ready to end it all. They say, yes, it is. They say I was at the Ballou Bridge. If anyone from Detroit, they know exactly what she's talking about. She said, I had my foot on the gas, and I was getting ready to go. And I said, I'm thankful that you didn't. And she said, the only thing stopped me is Detroit police. They came in, scared her, and knocked on the window. And so I'm thankful for that police officer, because I really love my friend and I really care about her. I've been knowing her since high school. And that's deep, that you never know if you're changing someone's life by knocking on the window or with
what a smile.
with a smile or anything to that nature. And as a mother, Mom, only hearing one side of the story from the daughter point of view, how would you approach the situation from a mother's standpoint of having a daughter that's diagnosed with MS, being a single parent, and not understanding of how to communicate with her?
I think I would just have to reach out, because it's my child. And when she's in pain, I'm in pain, So I would just reach out to her.
Yeah. And ultimately, I think for a daughter's point of view, I would have to lay all my cards down on the table with my mother. Express to her that it makes me feel when you do this. And also to stop my comment in the midst of that, the particular person told me, actually, the only time we communicate is when we're talking about family gossip. And I said, oh, man. And she said, she's so judgmental. Everything I expressed to her, she judged. Everything. And I said, wow. I said, I'm sorry about why is that not good?
That's not good from a mother's point of view because we're mothers. We're used to nurturing our children.
Okay. So, with that being said, I continue to keep this particular family in my prayers because that's a lot to deal with. To have MS, to be in and out the hospital. She told me, actually, just the other day, I could not move for 4 hours. I was there on the ground 4 hours. I said, wow.
It's a very painful disease.
From what I read and what I understood. And so, you just want to encourage people. And for me as a daughter, again, I will lay all my cards out on the table. Mom, this is what you make me feel when you do this. And let her know that I am seeking else help from other women when you're not guiding me. And that is the situation with my friend. She communicates with the women at church that's helping her. She communicates with the people at her job that's helping her. And all that is fine because it's good to be seasoned and have multiple people in your corner that's mentors. But when you go to those women because you are going to be judged by your mom, I think that is something to reflect on and everything to that nature.
Yes, I think she should really, if that's what's going on, she should really reach out to her mother. Because only the two of them can make a difference. Yes. And make it better.
Yes. Thank you for tuning in. Another Mommy and Me. We'll see you next week. Bye.